Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor, which is due unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakadash. And double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great, most honorable well, and Shalom to the elect of Yahweh Shai, starting with 144,000. Okay, the elect of Israel. And pretty much, I wanted to get into this lesson, touching on, recent events. But I wanted to specifically focus on the media, all right? And it was inspired by this edifying lesson that Elder Omar did. This is the channel that he's on at the moment, GMS UK Truth. And I was watching his video, and he was going into the riots and edifying video where he was talking about the main things that stood out to me that kind of sparked me to do this lesson was he was talking about the SHILLS, right? And at the end of the video, which I'm going to play a little clip of him talking on it, he mentioned the media and their role in this, and that's what I want to focus on in this lesson. That's been inspiration for this lesson. So I'll play this clip and then we'll get into it, okay, of the elder speaking. All right, just quickly on the media.
The little other things going on. Where you're finding out that certain news presenters, your interviews on what she's a small hat and she's like the head of the security defense, and you just thought he was just a nobody. So even the news is all in it. I mean, come on, man, this is going down.
So yeah, the news, man, is the media. That's a major tool of the elites to basically get into the minds of the people and to control the people. Okay, and that is exactly what they do, and they show you that in their movies and their TV shows, which I've got a clip lined up for that as well. Okay, and pretty much, it's a major tool for mind control. Okay, to cast spells on the people, and people are just doing. And we're in that time. We're in social media, news. You got mainstream news. You got alternate news. Okay, a lot of these alternate news people, who are mainstream, like mainstream alternate news. You're Alex Jones, you're whoever, Andrew Tate, whatever. Okay, he's not really a truther, but these different personalities. Okay, Russell Brand or whatever. They're all controlled opposition. They're all controlled, and people are following them, and they're all getting funneled into a particular place. Okay, but we know through the scriptures. In fact, let me start with that scripture. Right, we know that there's only one way of truth and one way of salvation. Right, John chapter 14 verse 6. Yahweh saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So all these different people that are under Esau's control, that people are following, ultimately you're really playing into the hand of Esau. Okay, these elite, when I say Esau, I'm talking about the Edomites. Okay, just in case you're new. Alright, the nation of Edom, which are the so-called white men, and their elites, which are the international banking elite families. Alright, like for example the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers, to give an example. Okay, so this is all under their control, man. Now what I want to do is I want to play this clip, and I'm going to go into it. Now this is from the TV show. Okay, this is from the TV show The Undeclared War, episode 4, right? Season 1, episode 4. Now I'm not going to play the video, the audio. I'm just going to play the video, and then you can read the captions of what's going on here. Okay, but they show you in this show how the media has a big hand in causing confusion and controlling the thoughts of the people. Okay, they put the telly on, they read the newspaper. Most people go online now. Okay, and they get the information from social media posts or whatever, Twitter. Elon Musk was one of the people that El Romar mentioned. Okay, he's putting his 2 cents in, and he's got his followers. So it's all a lot of confusion. There's a lot of division here. Okay, and that's in the scriptures. Okay, when the kingdom's divided against itself, how's it going to stand? The people are divided, the nations, everything's divided. Okay, now let me play this clip, and like I said, it's going to have the sub. I don't want them to take the video down. I'm just going to have the caption and subtitles, and hopefully they don't take it down. Right? So pretty much the woman on the right is going to break down to the woman on the left what's going on, because she just went as a presenter to a protest, and their fight broke out because there was two opposing parties at the same place. Right? Facebook page for Luton for Labour, which is interesting because Tommy Robinson is from Luton, okay, which he's a shill. You know, the elder mentioned him as well. Okay, we know that he's pretty much bought and paid for by Amalek. Okay, the small hats. And I watched one interview where he was talking about Andrew Tate, had a text in each other, you know, best mates. And Andrew Tate's from Luton too. Right, let me keep playing this. Right, set up 7 months ago by us, Luton for Labour. Right? So so they use the system, you know, tweets it mentioned. Okay, X use its bots to make tweets. Right. Both designed by the same outlet. Which, you know, what I'm showing here is pretty much the elites ultimately they control both sides. Like, for example, in America you had the BLM movement, right? Okay, well, you find out that the people that were financing that was Amalek. See, they're behind these small hats. They're behind it all, man. Okay, they're behind it all, and she's gonna explain what this is all leading up to, right? Right, same time, same place. You know, they keep mentioning they use Telegram and this and that. You know, who are these people that are behind it, man? Where are they getting their marching orders from? Now, she's going to get to the point of this whole thing being she said, oh, you made the whole thing up. I prefer managed. Okay. Let's get to the point now. It doesn't matter, even if it contradicts what we said yesterday. The point is to get people used to the idea that everything's a lie. Confusion. No truth. Deceit. So then people are confused that there is no truth. But we know that there is a truth. The truth, okay, is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shmuel Shai. That he got his prophets teaching on the street. Okay? That we're teaching on the street, man. That's what the truth is. Yahweh Shai. Right? Once they accept that, well, the biggest lie wins. So basically, it's another trick by the devil, okay, Satan, okay, to deceive the people, man. All right, and we know that who's the physical counterpart, okay, of Satan on the earth? The Edomites, okay, the wicked. All right, and one of the ways that they rule is through this method here, right? It's called the Hegelian dialectic. This is the collinsdictionary.com. An interpretive method in which the contradiction between a proposition, a thesis, and its antithesis is resolved at a higher level of truth, a synthesis. So you have two opposing sides, and that's how Esau rules. Okay, even with his political system, let's get a precept on that to prove that, right? I'm going to show you with his political system how he rules, right? This is Revelation chapter 13. And where are we at now? Wait there. Maybe I'm in the wrong chapter. Two horns. No, I'm in the right chapter. I just missed it. Right. Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. Okay. And it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay. Right. Now this modern day so-called democratic system with the politicians and you have many parties, but you got the two main parties that always come up head to head, right? It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. Now you had the ancient beast, which was the Roman Empire. Okay, now you got the modern Roman Empire, which is the modern beast, is what EU and NATO. Okay, on the earth ruling. Said he had two horns like a lamb, representing them two parties. Okay, like for example, in America you got the Democrats and the Republicans. Over here in the UK, at the moment you got what, Labour and Conservative, and right now Labour are in power. Right, two horns like a lamb. Now lambs are like they're docile, they're almost harmless. Okay, so he comes meek, as if he's to help the people. Makes all these politicians, they make all these promises. But he says, and he spake as a dragon. So what he was really saying is, like a dragon, okay? Going into what? The draconian laws that they pass, the legislation and laws that they're passing, by using things like these riots that are going on, okay? And using this method, man, to bring about their truth, which is what? More draconian legislation. Draconian means severe, okay? Taking the rights away from the people. More legislation, okay? More control, Elder Ramar was saying this in his video, surveillance, all of that, okay, which is leading up to what? The MOTB, okay, further down in Revelation 13 and 16 on down, okay, what he's going to do to the people to put that MARK in them, okay, which is the C hip, alright, we have to speak in code, so you got to read between the lines, right, so that's what's going on, okay, what's going on is, you got prophecy being fulfilled. You got the uproars of the people, right? Let's quickly read that. 2 Ezra 9 and 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And this is basically, it's all prophecy. What's happening now is all prophecy, man. Okay? Bear with me. This is Isaiah 46 verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am I am Yahweh, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Which is why we're not really sweating it. We're just watching. Okay, people in the world are confused. They're in uproar. Look, we know that ultimately this devil, these elites, they're in the palm of the Lord. They're being controlled, okay, by the Lord through the left-hand side. Okay, because the Lord controls both sides, good and evil, if you will. Okay. So we know that there's nothing that these elites are going to do outside of the prophecies of the scriptures, or what they were said to do. And what were they said to do? That they were going to try and put the C hip in all the people. All right, and they've come out and said it in interviews, like with Aaron Russo. Okay, when he was being interviewed by Jones, I forgot what was his first name. I just said it earlier in this video, man. What is it, man? I'm trying to think. Alex, that's it. Alex Jones. Okay. Alex Jones, man. So pretty much, he said, oh yeah. So Nick Rockefeller said to Aaron Russo, they were friends. He said, yeah, basically he said, ultimately asked him, what's the ultimate thing? He said, look, we want to chip all I said it, see, I said it. He wants to see hip all the people. Okay? Hopefully they don't take the video down. He wants to see hip all the people, man. Right? Now, what are they doing with their agendas? Everything that they're doing, this division. You got the so-called let's say, okay, you got the immigrant crisis. They're bringing all these illegal immigrants in. Okay, who's got the power to do that? It's the government. Okay, they're doing that. They got the economy's in tatters. Okay, we ain't really left the cost of living crisis, as they call it. So-called crisis. It's not. It's just inflation, man. You could print in money. You had the C-19. These all have knock-on effects. Okay, the economy's in tatters. The people's minds are divided. Okay, which has been like that anyway, but even more so now, it's leading to violence. They're trying their best to try and steer the people's focus and hate towards Jake. They're not accomplishing that pretty well at the moment. Okay, because they had Jakes that were in the news, like doing certain things, man, or that image of the so-called black man. Okay, you had the stabbing of in the army barracks. You had the three girls, which is supposedly what this is all about. But it was a British-born kid going back to Rwanda. His roots went back to Rwanda, man. Okay, and he was in like British TV shows and all of that on TV. Okay, so you got something called crisis actors. You got agent provocateurs. These are all methods that Esau uses to control things, man. Okay, and through the media, which I wanted to focus on, which I got the etymology for the word media, he is controlling the people, right? But we're not ignorant to that, right? Let me get a quick scripture on that. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It said, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant to what's going on. We know the ultimate scope of what's going on. We know where it's going because we've got the ultimate scope, which is we've got the truth. See, the truth cuts all the lies. Okay, we have Yahweh Shai on our side, man. Yahweh Shmiel Shai. Right? So this is the word media in etymonline.com. It says, newspapers, radio, TV, etc., perhaps abstracted from mass media, a technical term in advertising, plural of medium. Now let me look into medium, right? It's right here. A middle ground, quality or degree, that which holds a middle place or position. So they're trying to say that, look, we're neutral, which that is bullshit. All the newspapers are ultimately bought and paid for and used as tools by whichever side, which really is Esau, the elites controlling all of it. Right? Now I want to focus on this bit. It says in spiritualism, person who conveys spiritual messages, a medium. So they're actually putting out, spells on the people. You got something called broadcasting. Okay, you got the BBC, British Broadcast. What does that stand for again? I'm sure it stands for that. BBC stands for the British Broadcasting Corporation. Okay, like when a witch cast a spell, they cast the spell. Okay, that's what's going on. On a wider scale, you had America doing it and still doing it through Hollywood, going back to Hollywood. Okay, it's all witchcraft, man. This is all witchcraft of the elites. It's a major tool that they use. Okay, I think they even had it in that show American Gods media. Okay, now you got an ancient Greek idol god, Midia, but I couldn't find the link between the two. So you know what? I ain't really gonna go into that, but I did come across that as well. Okay, because you look into it, they say, it doesn't go back to that. Well, really, all these things do go back to gods, man. Okay, false idols. Okay, that's how Esau rules, the spirits. Okay, on the left hand side. Okay, so that's what's pretty much going on, and we know ultimately, like I said, we've got the ultimate scope. We know, what the true way is, what the truth is. Okay, and anyone outside of that is going to be caught out there, is going to be confused. Okay, and it's going to come. What they're doing is going to come to naught, because Esau's kingdom is going to come to naught. That's what it says in Acts the 5th chapter, right? In fact, I'll read that and then I'm going to close out. Right, this is Acts chapter 5. Let's read it from verse 35. And said unto them, ye men of this, Gamaliel speaking, and said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men, which were the disciples of the Lord, right? For before these days rose up Theodas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all as many as obeyed him were scattered and brought to naught. See? After this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone, for if this counsel, this work be of men, it will come to naught. And all these different counsels that people are getting from these different so-called leaders are leading what? To naught. Okay? Time and time again. But it says, but if it be of the will of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, which is, what's the will of Yahweh Bashmi Shai? It is truth. Ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh Bashmi Shai, against the Most High. Okay? So that's the only thing that's going to lead on to salvation. That's the only place you're going to find the answers, where you're going to find the true stability. We really know the ultimate scope of what's going on. Okay? Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. The fear of the Lord goes into what? When you got the fear of the Lord, that's the beginning of knowledge. Okay? So yeah, hey, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. And with that, man, I'm going to say, shalom. Shalom to the elect.